Greetings, fellow Dragon Ball fans and collectors. I'm the DBZ Collector, and this is the Maximatic Goku from Bandai Spirits and Band Presto. He is the third Maximatic figure, and he was released on July 3rd, 2020. And I got him from AmiAmi.com, link in the description box below, as well as links to other places you can buy this figure. Before we get to the figure, we're going to take a look at the box first, something I always like to do. Here is the front, one side, the back, get it because you see his back, the other side, the bottom, the top, and the Toei animation sticker, which is this figure sticker of authenticity. Let you know that he is real, not a bootleg. And now onto the figure. When you take this figure out of the box, you are greeted with three pieces: the legs, the upper body, and his head. And he has his support that goes around his ankle. Alright, then here he is put together, where he stands at about 10.5 inches, a very nice sized figure. And he weighs 1 pound and 2.5 ounces. Bandai/Band Presto did a superbly awesome job with this figure. The sculpt looks phenomenal, and they captured his likeness extremely well. Looks exactly like his anime counterpart. Bandai/Band Presto also did a great job on the coloring. I love the colors that they chose. Although I would make the pants darker, similar to the Grandista Ultra Instinct Goku. This shade of orange would be perfect if he was in a Super Saiyan form, or even a little bit lighter. They also did a great job on the shading. They got shading all throughout the front side of the figure, and like usual, none on the back side. He's got a little bit of shading on the right side of his face, but none on the left side. The shading on the right side is very subtle, so it's hard to notice. The rest of the shading on his body is noticeable. He's got some shading on his neck, and in between his pecs and abs. And he has some shading on the inside of his arms and on the sides of his arms. The shading on the outside of his arms are darker than the inside, but that should be reversed since there will be lack of light. As you saw, it is lighter on his left arm than it is on his right arm. So it would appear that the light source is on his left side. I guess you could say toward his back as well, which could explain why there's no shading. But of course the real reason why there's no shading on the back side is because you'll be looking at it from the front and you won't see it from the back. So out of sight, out of mind. There is also shading on the ripped part of his shirt on the top side, but none underneath, which there should be because there's lack of light there. Same goes for the part of his belt that goes around his waist. And there's no shading on the part hanging down. And he has shading on the outside of his pants. The majority of it's right here. There's some on the ripped part of his pants. And there's a little bit right here. And shading on the other side, all the way down. But he does not have any shading on the inside of his pants, which doesn't make sense. Just like the arms, that should be reversed. Darker on the inside, lighter on the outside. And there is no shading on his boots or his hair. And now for some figure comparisons. Here he is compared to the FES Goku doing the Kaioken. And the 20th film limited edition Goku with the power pole. And here he is compared to the Master Star's Peace Goku wearing the clothes that Whis gave him, and the Grandista Goku holding a Dragon Ball. This came with the 30th anniversary Dragon Ball Z Blu-ray collector set. And here he is compared to the Blood of Saiyan Special number 2 Ultra Instinct Omen Goku, and the Master Lease, the Greatest Saiyan Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And here he is compared to the Master Lease Extreme Saiyan Gogeta, and the King Cluster Full Power Super Saiyan Broly. And if there are any other figures you'd like me to compare them to, then let me know in the comment section below, and I will reply back as soon as possible with an image of the comparison. Alrighty, then that concludes this review. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. But I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have this figure, then let me know in the comment section below your thoughts and opinions on them. Even if you don't have them, let me know what you think based on what you see in this video. And if you'd like to buy this figure, then in the description box below, you'll find links to places that sell him. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.